Josh Project, man, and today we about to get into another video right about now. It is going to be, I saw this on my recommended, it is going to be Miranda Cosgrove reflects on Drake and Josh. So apparently, I just find this out. I just found this out there. Like, I think Josh, I think I might have known, but I might have forgot about it. But yeah, he got a little YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to see this real quick, you know what I'm saying? Popped up in my recommended, so I'm like, bet, I grew up watching Drake and Josh, you know what I'm saying? I think they was going on from like 2006, 2009, something like that. So I was born in mid 2000s, so I was able to see like when the show had all the reruns going on and all that type of stuff. But anyway, hey man, we about to watch this, see how they reflect on the show, man. I know it's been some crazy things coming out by Nickelodeon and Drake Bell and all that, but we just about to see what they say on here, man. Let's get it. Like,
I have so many questions. Should we start at the beginning? A very good place to start, Ben?
We should. I'm so curious about the beginning. Just obviously, I know how you guys met, but were you guys friends? Like how? Like
I don't know this nigga.
Take us back. What is it? 20 years?
20 years. That's
more.
Scary.
20.
Wait, I'm.
God done. Now that making y'all sound old. You know, it's funny. All the people I grew up on, like Victorious and iCarly and Drake and Josh and all this type of stuff, bro. That's crazy how all of these people are in like their early 30s now, and now we the ones that's like early 20s. So that's what makes this so crazy.
30.
I met you
when I was 8. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
That's so. Wait, how old were you? 14?
14.
God, that's so crazy.
Sheesh.
I remember meeting you for the first time because I
was
watched the
like
Amanda
peak
show
Nickelodeon, so I wonder how
constantly
crazy
when I
it
was
was,
little.
like, going out in
And
public
usually when I
when those
auditioned for
shows
things, I
took
didn't
off.
know what it was or any of the people in it.
Sure.
And when I found out I was auditioning for Drake and Josh, and I was so excited. And then I came in for one of the final auditions, and I remember I got to do the scenes with you. And I think you said you did the little girl in the audition. Like that was one of the first times I think you ever said that.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I think that I have that memory in my head.
How was our first what was your first impression of me? Was I nice?
You were very nice. I remember thinking. I remember I was in the car afterward. My mom was like, "How do you think it went?"
I mean, it could be makeup, but it's funny. It's like she got a permanent blush on her face.
And I was like, well, because all I cared about was going back to school and being able to tell them that I met you guys.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, it doesn't matter now. Like, it didn't matter to me if I got the part.
I ain't gonna lie, like Miranda, bro, she went from being freaking one of the main characters on Drake and Josh to being the main character on iCarly. I just think that's and the character, well, her name was Carly on the show, so iCarly was the name of the show, and the person's name was like die, dog. You know what I'm saying? W's. Even despite the still
like I made it. I met them, so I get to tell everybody.
And so how soon after that do you remember like getting the call that you got the show?
I think it was maybe just a few days after or something like that, because I went in probably 5 times before I met you and I got the part. So
wow.
Yeah.
I remember going in and reading with you, and this has sort of always been, I don't know how you...
I know I'm going to pause a little bit. I'm trying to pause too much, but I was just about to say, like, I ain't going to lie. Like, I wonder when you auditioning for a show and, you get the part, I wonder, because there's a chance this show don't succeed. That's why I'm like, I wonder, like, do they be knowing this shit going to take off like crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Are with this, but it's always been my
did they think it was
sort of mission is that I've spent 95% of my life on the other side in that audition where I'm the one sort of singing for my soup and, hoping for the role. And so those rare times where you do have the part and you're going in for a chemistry test, I'm like, what can I do to make you win and comfortable and just feel, because, 90% of auditions are you go and do something you've been preparing for 3 months and they go, thank you.
And then you never hear anything ever again.
And you go, do you validate? And they go, no. And you're like, oh, so I have to pay to be here. I have to pay to be embarrassed.
That definitely is how they normally go.
It's terrible.
It is.
What was, I feel like over the 5 years.
It's still crazy seeing Josh slim, because y'all know in the first 2 seasons of the show, I'm all that chubby. So that's still, it was crazy seeing it then at the time, him getting slimmer, and it's even crazy. So shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him, man.
Of
slimming down, man.
Drake and Josh, like, there were so many like great memories and so many great interactions, and then also like it did feel like at times I always wanted to know what your experience was like because there was sometimes it doesn't feel like there's a big gap in our age now. But then certainly it felt like, we were in high school and you were I was so glad that you were kind of separated from us just being like knucklehead, 16-year-olds sometimes, right?
I remember when I was when I was doing schooling, at first you guys were with me. And then within 6 months, you both were no longer. I don't remember if it was because you graduated or if it was because...
No. It's because they found a loophole. It's because we went to some guy's weird ass high school, which was an apartment in Silver Lake, took a GED test, and for $500 we had our high school diplomas.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Yeah, some people don't know this, but kids doing shows like these, bro, them niggas still be having to go to school, bro. No cap. I think they be actually having a school there. So, if y'all don't know, just because you got done, even if you become a child actor, star or whatever, teenager, you still got to go to school, bro.
I was like, is this kosher? He's like, until someone asks.
Oh, my God.
I kept saying to my mom, where did Drake and Josh go?
That's so good. Kevin, the teacher, you remember Kevin?
Oh, Kevin Mall, I remember him, yes.
Kevin Mall.
He used to make me raise my hand. I was the only one when you guys left in the classroom.
They made you raise your hand and you were the only one in the classroom?
Yes, he said he was preparing me if I ever had to go back to regular school.
You're like, I'm very famous, Kevin. I'm never going back. That's wild. Ben, does the whole set schooling thing interest you as someone who's gone to very classic schools your whole life?
I was going to say, as a Jewish private school goer, I don't know if you know this, Josh, my middle school had 7 people in it. 7. So it essentially was the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie, my cousin was at a private school and they only had like 8 people graduate. Like
For all 3 grades?
No. Yeah.
It was like
from 6th, 7th, and 8th was 7 people.
Whew.
7.
No. Wait.
Complete opposite.
In each grade.
No. 1 grade, 7 people. The full middle school was about 25 people. Tiny.
That's
tiny.
insane.
Tiny.
How did that sustain?
It didn't. They're bankrupt. and my parents paid for private school education that was definitely not good education.
What
I
if
went
you
to
didn't?
private school for like a year and some change, and then I was public school for the rest of my life. I think 2nd grade and a tad bit of 3rd grade was the only time I was private school.
Like any of the 6 other people, what did you do?
I would have told them and I would have probably transferred, but I did like them, thank God. And it was like super fun. But like, I guess I kind of did have, it's not the same thing, but it was a very, very small school. And as long as you liked your teachers, did you like your teacher, or were there multiple teachers, or was one teacher that taught all classes? I am curious on that. Or like all subjects?
When I got older, when I was in high school, I had 4 or 5 different teachers. But when I was younger, just Kevin. me and Kevin. He was nice, but the hand raise was a little strange.
And so it was homeschooling from kindergarten.
He freaking looking across the classroom. You like, bro, I'm the only one here, man. Come on, bro.
Through high school, but then you went to college, right?
Well, I went to elementary school, just a regular public school, until 5th grade. That's why I was excited when I auditioned for Drake and Josh, because all the kids at my public school watched the Amanda show.
Got it.
And when I went back, I got to tell them all I'm on the show. And then I would go back to regular school in between.
I ain't gonna lie, I wonder if your friends think of you in a different light, bro. When you get on a show like that, I wonder how your friends be thinking of you.
Filming Drake and Josh. So I'd go back for a few months when we were done filming a season, and it was crazy. I remember when Drake and Josh came out, I wasn't that popular in elementary school at all. Like, I had a few friends that were my best friends, but when I came back, I remember going to recess, and all the kids at recess were like running up to me and going crazy because they were all watching the show. It was it was crazy.
That's crazy.
It's different now, man. Now they take notice.
Was there a moment like that with the kids at recess where it clicked in your mind of like, oh, I might not be able to go back? Like, my life is Miranda, just the normal good girl from down in California, the daughter of a dry cleaner. Like, did you feel that shift?
In elementary school, I just remember thinking, wow, I'm popular. All of a sudden, I don't think I was thinking about it too much. And I remember...
Nah, that popularity went on in high school. Yeah, you was the MVP. Because, elementary school is cool, little short time fame, but hey, now, if you get popular like that in like late middle school, high school, yeah, you the goddamn man, or in this case, the woman.
Like the kid that I had a crush on who didn't know I existed all of a sudden talked to me. Like it was,
right,
I think I just thought things were coming up roses in 5th grade.
Shit,
but probably later on when I got older, maybe I had that realization, but I was pretty much living it up back then.
In my last year of Drake and Josh, I was probably a little bit sowing my wild oats, as they say, just sort of, partying a bit and just kind of, I don't know, I was like 19 and just being like a knucklehead 19-year-old. Were you like aware of that at all?
From my perspective, I just thought that you guys were cool and were living it up, and I was trying to get around you both as much as possible.
They was getting around. They was getting around, Need I say more than they was getting around?
What does that mean? Like just hang out around
Yeah,
us.
like I just thought you were really cool.
We were.
Like it was real. We were really cool.
Oh man! And
I mean, you had license. You could drive. I think on the last season of Drake and Josh, I was 12, so you had it all.
you were
Growing up,
12.
You have it all.
Growing up being a actor for a popular show is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like you literally like grew, like part of your childhood was being a part of that show. Like so, it's funny when everybody say, "Oh, you was my childhood, bro." You like shoot. The show was my childhood too, nigga. I was acting in that motherfucker.
That's so crazy.
But I remember when you guys got your license, like all the good stuff was happening for you guys, and I was too little.
Was there ever that like? Because I feel like I've always, whether you liked it or not, taken that like older brother role for you. Like, just like I said, like Lil Pump, let's
go.
fight. Like, stay away. Like,
There's 2.5 million for Pump 2. There's 2.5 million for Pump 2.
Was there ever like that Josh, don't be my big brother in this moment. Like, I want to be, a little wild and a teenager and have my moment. Or was it just like, or did you not mind that I was a little protective?
No, not at all. I did not mind because I'm an only child. So I love the feeling.
See, I didn't even know that. Ain't no Randy Cosgrove. Ain't no Justin Cosgrove. Ain't no Anna Cosgrove. Nah, nigga. It's just, she said it's just Miranda with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Having a brother.
I'm the only I'm not an only child, but I am an only guy. Like I'm the only, I'm the only male specimen in my family when it comes to my siblings. I got 2 sisters, so you know what I'm saying?
I've always wanted a sibling my entire life, so.
Me too. It's fucking lonely.
I know,
there, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
Playing by
down
yourself,
there.
it sucks.
Josh, you're gonna kill me for asking, but we need a Megan.
Who needs? We need.
I just realized what he meant, bro.
The people need a Megan.
Oh shit!
Did people ever ask you to say it? Come up to you and ask you to say it? People ask me to say, to record myself calling them boobs a lot. That's a thing. Yeah, it happens a lot.
It's funny when you hear that now, knowing what it is, how most people use that word. That's why it's so funny when you actually know what a boob is now. That's what makes it even funnier.
And you're getting boob?
Yes, you have the better deal. Random people come up to me in Target and they're like, "Hey, can I video you calling me a boob?"
You're like,
"You're a boob."
You're like, "Sir, I'm buying toothpaste." Like, what are you talking about?
I ain't gonna lie, if I met them, I wouldn't even be thinking about the stuff they said. I just think it'd be more cool seeing them than it would actually getting them to say anything. But that's crazy. Hey man, shout out, you know what I'm saying, Miranda, Cosgrove, Josh Peck, you know what I'm saying. It was a freaking crazy time. Like I said, I feel like growing up in that early 2000s to mid 2000s range, I feel like if you grew up, I always say like this, I probably haven't said it on camera. I always say like if you grew up on Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, all that, and you was like 2005 or below, I feel like you lived out the last days of good television with Disney and Nickelodeon. Now, that ain't to say that, Disney, if they needed some fresh new life to bring back some of the people, I could probably help write that. Even me in the goddamn show, I could probably help out, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, like I said, man, I feel like if you in that mid 2000s to like the early anything before, I feel like anything at 2005 and before 2005, you probably grew up on the best childhood shows. After that, I feel like it started kind of faltering off. But hey, man, at the end of the day, what can I say? It is what it is, and what it's going to be is the product of G continuing to come out with the content, the visions, the bangers over and over again for you guys, man. I shall see y'all in the next video, man. That is the vibe that DJ's on. Man. Y'all will be seeing me on to the next video. Like, comment, subscribe before you get out of here, and I shall see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.